Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Rad, and due to the lack of transits now, we're gonna have what we need to know stream. So the first thing that I usually do in those streams, that is to do the collective reading. I pre-drew the cards, although I decided on a later stage not to use them for the thumbnail. That's why I pre-drew them for the thumbnail. So the cards that I drew are as follow. Now the first one was 2 of Pentacles. The second card was a King of Pentacles. And the third one, that was 10 of Cups. So with these 3 cards, what we need to know is that there is currently there is a better way how to handle stuff around and how to deal with things moving forward, because the way we plan to move, even if you will, the way we behave, even if you will, the concept that we do have over one thing or another, it's kind of shifting in, you know, at least according to these cards, our perception is getting a bit outdated for the matter. Hello, Amelia. Hello, News Devon. Or on the matter. And for the next few days, it will be best if we do kind of like try to get in tune with, I would say with the universe, but moreover, with the new tendencies, for a lack of better expression. Basically, what these cards are speaking, it is that we are almost at the verge of wrapping things up and leaving no loose end untied, right? But in order to do that, we need to adapt ourselves to the current situation rather than to relying on ossified ways that we are clinging on. Everybody is clinging on their own personal preference, in their own personal way, how to do one job or another, how to do one thing or another. But it's just not going to cut it this time around. That is what we need to know. So next few days are days of adaptation and adopting a new performance, new way to look at things, if you will. It is just a new concept. And it is likely that once we do adopt those new concepts, to end up pretty satisfied with the job and with the deed that we're going to end up with. Not just only that, but we will be able to tie up those loose ends that I was speaking of at the start of the reading. So that is literally the collective reading. And now a few notes about the show before I move forward. And before I give you the notes though, bear in mind that if I do cut abruptly, that is because my internet is off. I am running on a mobile data right now, and so I'm not sure is it gonna hold until the end. So that concerns the most those that are going to do super chat if you do decide to do so, guys. As you might know, I am doing a personalized reading for every Patreon that is doing super chat. And if I cut abruptly, your super chat is not going to be lost. Basically, you're going to have a reading next time that I'm going to go up, which is Thursday. But hopefully, it will not going to cut off, and I will be able to do all of my stream. So the notes to the show is that there are going to be 12 readings, just like this one for each star sign. I'm going to start with Aries, and I'm going to end up with Pisces. And bear in mind that these are going to be generalized readings, so you can take the information as a guidance, but they seldom happen to be correctly, or rather like exactly tailored to your situation. So for a personal reading, you can go to my website, which link you can see in the description down below. And if you do wish to support the channel, you can just subscribe for it if you haven't already, leave a like, comment if you feel so, and if you think that these forecasts can help someone you can share it with them as well. And finally, if you do decide to support the channel financially, you can do so using Super Chat or a PayPal, which link you again can find in the description down below. And anyone who does so, you guys are going to have, and girls as well, you're going to have a reading at the end of the stream that is guaranteed. So the first star sign that I'm going to read for, this is going to be Aries. So let's check on what Aries should know. What is the immediate guidance for them? And by the way, Yasmin, thank you for the 20. Thank you. And Use the Bone, thank you for the £5. Thank you. Use the Bone. Let me put you girls into the list. There we go. Okay, first one for Aries, that will be Two of Swords. Second one, that will be Nine of Wands. And the third one, that will be Ten of Wands. So what do you need to know? It is that there is going to be a lot of work and a lot of deeds that are going to slam on you, if I may express myself that way, in the next few days. So it is highly likely that you're going to have your hands and plate full with a lot of demands that are going to be directed to you. Demands at work, demands at, in your love life, if you do have one, demands from your social circle, and every single one of them is going to have that sense of emergency, or rather like sense of urgency. My point here is that it will not going to be lightly for you to basically say, no, I'm not going to do that, what you are asking of me. And thus it is highly likely that you're going to find yourself quite overwhelmed in the next few days, everybody wanting something from you. And what you're going to be, how can I put it into words, down and about is whether you will be able to handle everything around. And what you need to know it is that yes, you will, because at least according to these cards, you are always going to have that equilibrium that you will be able to reinstate in between the different fields in your life. Like your career is not going to intermingle with your love life, neither your love life is going to intermingle with with your social, and your social with your career. So you will be able to keep these things separate, which is going to give you a lot of room to breathe, in a sense of which enterprise and which undertaking, which responsibility you should fulfill first. Not to mention that you're going to have the freedom to shuffle stuff around, if I may put it that way, and to pick up your own day-to-day routine in the next few days. So while you're going to be busy, you're also going to have all the tools to handle that busyness, and at the end, that busyness should be fulfilled and performed, is going to bring you quite an amazing reward. So all that busyness would be worth it for you, Aries. Next one, we have Taurus. Knight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, King of Swords. So we do have a person, and what do you need to know about that person? It is that they are willing to give you about anything. Because right now, whether what you are or whether what you hold is everything they want. So pretty much there is no high price for that one. And with that King of Swords to the Knight of Cups, pretty much the price could go beyond the reasonable threshold. So literally you can ask even more than that person can give you, and so they can borrow, right, or go into the how can I put it into words, the unhealthy side of things, in a sense of giving you much bigger devotion, or kind of like a much bigger tendency that they can allow, and then the other fields in their life, like their career, you know, like their social, are going to start deteriorate. So it will come up to you. Of course, you have to recognize that one first, but it will come to you whether you're going to start ruining that person's life or not, demanding too much that they can give you, and they're going to feel trapped, in a sense of that it will be like a drug for them to give you what you need and what you want and all that. And you will recognize this one by someone who, whenever they want something, they just make a move toward it. They don't wait, you know, just things to happen as perfect as possible, and they don't believe too much in fate, if at all. They believe that you get what you earn rather than what you are meant for. Okay, next one, that will be Gemini. It's Death, Ten of Wands, the Hangman. It's what you need to know. It's taking too much on your plate. It's not allowing you to have something meaningful in your life. That is just what the cards are saying. It's like you are taking on responsibilities that you don't have to, which is devouring the ability to have something really growthful and worthwhile for you to develop. And a long story short here, this state of cutting off these responsibilities that you don't have to, it's pretty much upon you, and there is no avoiding it this time around. One way or another, the source of these responsibilities is gonna go away, and it's up to you whether that is going to be a smooth transition or a painful transition. It's just, the choice is yours, at least according to these cards. There is no avoiding it. It's already set into motion. Okay, so we're talking about some kind of a severance, whether severance with a job, or whether severance with a person, or whether severance with with social circle, because it isn't just a friend. You know, one friend cannot overwhelm you like that. It's something more intimate, it's something more personal. Next, that will be Cancer. Taco, thank you for the $22.22. Thank you, Taco. Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon. So you, my friends, you need to know that luck and fate has nothing to do with what is going on right now with you, nor if that comes to some relief of yours and some peace of mind of yours, nor any choices that you had made in the past. What is going on with you right now? What is happening to you right now? You should need to know it is something that it was meant for you to experience. And it will be the path to your hopes and dreams. So you are just embarking the path to get your hopes and dreams fulfilled in the future. And therefore, you shouldn't deviate from it by any means, even if you can't put your finger, why one thing is happening and why another isn't. And you are going to recognize the path by feeling very emotionally unstable walking it. Again, due to the inability to put your finger on why certain things are happening, not being aware of the circumstances that these things are happening under. Okay, but again, this has nothing to do with luck, with bad or a good luck. It's just something that you are meant to go through. Okay, next, that will be Leo. The Hermit, the Hangman, and then is Page of Swords. So you need to know that what you're about to do, because according to these cards, there is a quite of a movement. There is a quite of a drive that you are about to have in the next few days. You're gonna come up with something like an idea, like a breakthrough. It's most likely an idea, but it's going to be a movement which is gonna make your life very substantial, and this movement is going to be essential for your life, and you're going to be criticized, ridiculed, and chastised for just doing something for yourself. And this, let's call it a new idea that is going to come up to you, is going to be based on the new perspective you are going to have over life. So I don't know under what circumstances you're going to go through, but they are definitely going to make you look at life, look at your work, look at your career, look at your relationship, if you will, in a much different way than before. And that is going to push you, you know, doing something different, which is not going to be liked by many that are around you. And therefore, what is going to happen is that you're going to lose some support. But in the same time, this act is going to sieve the people which aren't genuine with you from those that are, and only those that are going to stand by your side, while those that aren't will simply have no benefit anymore to be around you, and they're just going to leave you. Okay, next will be Virgo. The Star, Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands. So you're about to have a huge win, which is going to come up with a reward of a very gainful opportunity. That opportunity basically is going to put an end to quite a severe either difficulty or problem that you are facing right now. And this opportunity will allow you to fulfill your standards and your ideals. So basically, it's going to be exactly, what not just only you think you deserve, but it also is going to be an opportunity exactly what you hoped to be. And again, that is going to be won through your astute sense of how things work and your sheer will to prevail. Bear in mind also, Virgo, that you are going to happen to be very attractive going forward in the next few days. So if you are looking someone to date with, next few days are going to be very good for you to how can I put it into words, to make people notice you, let's put it that way. So just go out, have fun, expose yourself to the world, and you will not gonna lack any potential suitors. Okay, next, that is Libra. The Fool, Three of Wands, King of Swords. This is going to be a challenging new enterprise. That is what you need to know, that you're going to have a chance to start a very challenging new enterprise that will not just only gonna allow you to grow, but also is going to extend, oh my god, how to put that, extend your patterns. What I mean is that you are right now kind of like having an existing patterns, like you're having the job and you're doing the same thing over and over, or you are having the same routine over and over, and that is a pattern. Well, this enterprise is going to extend your pattern, is going to make it bigger, is going to make it wider, is going to make it way more interesting, versatile, and simply is going to provide you with way more results. Not to mention that also through it, you're not going to have the means to fulfill a strategy how to pretty much resolve certain issues that you are facing, or at the very least navigate your way through them, leaving us unscathed. So it's a pretty good one, and has nothing to do with your past. So that is going to be something that it is completely brand new for you. Okay, next, Scorpio. So let's see, what do we need to know? Because I am Scorpio Sun. Very interesting. Four of Wands, Two of Swords, the Devil. Well, we as a Scorpio, we are not gonna get things the way we hope and we want. Well, more like we want. And this is a bit of a forceful wanting, unfair wanting. But we are gonna get the things done enough so that can bring big peace in your life, in our lives. All the important matters are gonna happen to be attended to and very well settled. That will allow us now to start a new cycle of development in one thing or another, either in our love life or either in our relationship. And this, when I say new cycle, I don't mean a new relationship. This is like going to the next level with one thing or another. Obviously, it's not going to happen everywhere in our lives. You know, that is not going to be simultaneously in our career and in our love life and in our social and in our family and so on and so forth. For different Scorpios, it's going to happen in a different field. So I hope that for you and for me, guys, is going to be in a place where we mostly this appliance will be in a place where we mostly need it. But it's definitely a breakthrough that we're going to experience, and wherever that breakthrough happens in whatever field, it will be pretty much untouchable. Let's put it that way. Oh my god, I'm sorry for the yawn. It will be untouchable. It's 3:27 a.m. in the morning here, from any different fields, right? So if that breakthrough happens into our career, no matter what happens in our love life, we ain't gonna lose it. And finally, if we are facing a dilemma or a conundrum, within the next few days, we are going to find the answer to it. So it's a huge for Scorpio. Next, that will be Sagittarius. Queen of Cups, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Swords again, well, what you need to know is that there is a bit of a restless individual around you, and you are making them restless because their opinion is that you are making things way more complicated than they should be. And so that person wants to guide you how to simplify, for example, your work, or how to simplify your love life. Under simplify, I mean make it more controllable and make it more sustainable than before. And this person that I'm talking about, it is someone very loyal to you, and it is also very, very discreet person who is always willing to offer you a shoulder to cry on if you need, or to lean on if you need, and is also someone who is very, very discreet about your personal stuff. I can definitely say that that is someone who very, very well understands you. Like, for example, a mother, but it may not be a mother. It may not be your mother, but it could play that role for you or have that status for you. So that person is again restless because they are in their judgment. They think that you are ruining your life and they want to stop that. Now that doesn't necessarily has to be true, okay? But maybe they don't know enough for your current undertakings, and that's why that's why they're acting like that. And if you don't see them kind of like stressing and all that, maybe it's best if you do explain them your enterprises to their fullest. But definitely with collaborating with this individual is going to make your life way more easier than before. Okay, next, Capricorn. Ten of Wands, the Tower, the Star. So what do you need to know? It is that a lot of activities are coming your way, super surprising. They couldn't appear in a possibly worse moment than they are going to appear right now. But the thing is that they are going to be good activities. Like, for example, the person you are in love with asks you out, but you gotta work, okay? Or I don't know, um, the place you want to go right now, bookings there is for sale, but you have to spend those money for something else. You have already planned those money for something else. So what you need to know is that sometimes, how can I put it into words? Um, my point is, guys, or the points to these cards is that sometimes it's worth taking something down in order to earn in a long term or in a long run. I don't want to make choices for you, but any of these um, new activities that are going to open for you in the next few days, at least according to these cards, are going to worth it. So basically, in some cases, if not in any, in many, in all of the cases, I'm sorry, abandoning your old things and clinging to the newness is going to be the better option for you. Okay, Aquarius next. King of Cups, Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune. What you need to know it is that you Aquarius, we Aquarius, because I am rising Aquarius, we're gonna get the worst proposal in our lives coming. Very one-sided, and it's basically tailored to robust in any way possible. It is tailored. Um, Someone else to, let's put it that way, the one that proposes to benefit on our backs. So literally in this proposal, there is nothing for us in it. Even if there is, we are going to be much better off without it. Much, much better off. So that is what we need to know. I mean, I never saw that, but this is literally the worst proposal or an offer that we are going to get, like, ever. Pisces. The moon, which by the way stands for Pisces. Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. It's the best one. The best one for tonight. So what you Pisces need to know is that the happiness and the prosperity that you are meant for is about to happen. I don't know when, but you are definitely on the right path for it. So what do you need to know? It is that yes, you are on the right track, you're on the right path to get to the happiness, and not just only the happiness but also the prosperity that you are meant for. And at least when you reach it, you will be happy and you're going to feel prosperous. You're going to feel like you have made a huge leap into development and into I was about to say monetizing, no, not monetizing, but into making your life extremely worth it. So just whatever you're doing, keep on doing it. It's your thing and you are meant for it. Okay, so that was for the 12th. And now the super chat. Anyone who supported the stream and the channel through super chat or a PayPal, which link you can find in the description down below, is about to have a personalized reading right now. So the first one, that will be Pisces. That will be Yasmin. Those are cards for you, Yasmin. So what you need to know is that you have made a very big impression amongst your peers. Whether with something you said or how you dressed, you know, or how you acted, but basically that was, or how your peers are classifying it, is that that was out of your character and made you very, very interesting to them. Some of them are approving it, others doesn't. But what is going to come out of it, it is a the word maybe scrutinizing. It's like you're going to be harped on why you did that, or why you say that, or why you said that, or why you dressed that. And at some point this can kind of like drive you off rails and provoke kind of like needless and pointless um, arguments and scandals and so on and so forth. So just don't pay attention to these people. Other than that, um, it does look like that you're gonna come up with quite of an unorthodox solution to problems which are plaguing the harmony of your life. And once these solutions are executed, then you can expect a lot of people to be jealous of you, and you know how your life is in a better harmony than before. So, but the thing that you do need to know, it is that right now you are the topic of most of people's, you know, mouths. Wow, that's awesome that you're gonna have a dinner taco. One secret, mate, I never liked meatballs. It's not something that it is well for me. Now is your reading, mate. Okay, those are cards. The Lenormand cards. See what the tarot is gonna say about it. Because the Lenormand are pretty much are pointing that a friend of yours is gonna bother you with a really stupid issue. What I mean is that they're gonna come and share, make a problem out of something that actually it's minuscule, it's super mundane, and it doesn't worth giving it a second thought. But for them, it's gonna be such a huge issue, you know, and that may annoy you. Let's see what is going to come out of it. My God, those are the cards. So, you know, when someone, well, I had few of those encounters, you know, someone gets a promotion and is spinning it around like they have been screwed over. You know, oh my God, they now promoted me and they're going to give me so much work, and I have to be responsible for so many other things and all these. Dude, you just got promoted. What do you expect? Your money are gonna get higher. Your influence is gonna be bigger. That comes with certain responsibilities. But he's going to. It is just he's gonna make out of a problem out of it something that a lot of people are seeking of, and that may piss you off. Might piss you off genuinely, because this thing that friend of yours is gonna make it as a problem, as a crisis, actually happens to be a really big reward that they are going to get, which by the way is a reward that you also can benefit from. I don't know how though. Maybe he owns you money, or he or she owns you money, and now they are going to be in a possession to or in an ability to pay you. Jennifer, thank you for the $8.88. Thank you, Jennifer. You're gonna have your reading in a minute. Before that, next one, that will be News Devon, which asks, what do I need to be aware of? those are cards for you. It's something like an agenda, News Devon, that either you're going to come up with or you're going to be suggested of a quite of an enterprising goal that you are going to happen to be very enthusiastic about. And you need to know that in the next few days, you're going to find a way how to, the very least, start the process. Okay? And start it in a way that, you just can't fail. So that is something you need to know. And the other thing it is that in the next few days, you're always going to have the knack of how to act in front of people. So there will be no situation in there in which you are not going to have the appropriate behavior so you can get the most out of the situation itself. It's only important that you do listen to your to your passion and to your enthusiasm in those situations with people. Okay, and next that will be Jennifer with the same question. What do I need to be aware of? All right, those are your cards, Jennifer. You know, when you make a decision, have a great one, News Devon. You know, Jennifer, when you make a decision to get something you need or something you need to happen, that decision forced something you need to happen, but later on you feel regretful for it, you feel disappointed of yourself that you actually did what you did or you chose what you chose. Well, what you need to be aware of is that you shouldn't feel any regret whatsoever. Okay? It was your right, and it was the right thing to do at the point of the decision making. So basically, whatever you need to be aware of, the whatever regrets you have right now, whatever disappointments, whatever, if you will, senses of losses you have accumulated through these decisions that you made in order to fulfill your yearnings are pointless. They cannot take, they cannot, how can I put it into words, turn back time, and you just can't do other way around. So basically the best thing you can do is make the most out of it with what you have earned through. And you need to know that at the end of the day, you can't feel disappointed for someone else, because everyone is gonna do anything to fulfill their yearnings, so you might as well do this, the very, very same thing. And these paths you chose are paths that you should not deviate from, like, ever. That is what you need to be aware of. So you did the right thing for yourself, because if you don't, no one else is going to, and you shouldn't feel guilty of it. Alright guys, so this is gonna do it for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much as well for your generosity, and hopefully we're going to see each other next time, which is going to be I think Thursday we're gonna have a full moon there, full moon in Capricorn, and hopefully we're gonna see each other then. And until then, bye.